feel so free because you love this land and you're my brother. That ain't where you know I'm gonna stand. If you say you can't breathe, I'll show you we can. Never gonna stop believing. We were born for freedom. We're born for freedom.
All right. We are going to remember where the invisible line is, where I can't come too close. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe it's different when the light's on. We're going to have to try it in different lighting. We are, this is the second stream of the night. I thought we could do a little Megan McGlover watch party. We haven't done one in a while. So, we're still testing, testing different colors, different distances from the webcam, still testing. I am in the middle of unpacking a lot of stuff right now, and I'm kind of getting into it, and I'm enjoying it because the room is clean, it's painted, it feels like me. There's going to be lots of opportunity to do different camera setups. And there's space in here. I can stretch in here. Plenty of closet space and a nice big dresser of drawers and a beautiful mirror. And I just bought a beautiful table and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So last stream was fun. Went for almost 2 hours. I don't usually stream that long. But it is fundraising season, everybody. It is fundraising season. My birthday is on Sunday, and we want to make sure that you get your Cash Apps in for Defend Zach. Cash App is Zach is Innocent. You're going to email me your screenshot to redpilltv@protonmail.com. You can also DM it to me on Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram, that is my personal page. That's where you get the full body shots. And there's Traps and Therapy. And it's your ship reading for Red Pill Reading Club, which I actually should go stream there tonight. Yes, I am going to be streaming Red Pill Reading Club. It's your ship management techniques from the best damn ship in the Navy. We will be doing that immediately. I ordered food. I'm straightening up. I'm unpacking. I'm in a nice groove right now. So I'm just gonna let Miss McGloverful handle some business for me. She put out another banger last night. We're not gonna listen to the whole thing. It's about 2 hours. Yeah, she was on fire last night. She's on fire all the time. She looks really beautiful. You're going to love her hair. Let me cue it up to someplace I think you'll like, and then we'll watch about an hour of it. When she starts taking phone calls, we'll stop, but we'll watch her commentary. Okay. All right. So y'all enjoy that. Follow me on Twitter, Rage Red Pill, TikTok, Not Red Pill Rage. Again, there's my email, Truth Social, Gab, and Rumble, Red Pill Rage. And you want to get your chips in. Okay, we might have a game of blackjack at the birthday party. It's going to be a private stream. We are doing a totally 80s party. It's going to be fun. My parties are always fun because I'm fun. And without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Miss Megan McGlover so I can take a little break. And y'all are going to enjoy this.
Laptop story.
Yeah, we have that too.
Yeah, so you guys censored that as well?
So we took a different path than Twitter. I mean, basically the background here is the FBI, I think, basically came to us, some folks on our team, and was like, hey, just so you know, like, you should be on high alert. We thought that there was a lot of Russian propaganda in the 2016 election. We have it on notice that basically there's about to be some kind of dump of that's similar to that.
Can you see
So just be
the
vigilant.
boo-boo
So
coming out his
our
mouth?
protocol is different from Twitter's. What Twitter did is they said you can't share this at all. We didn't do that. What we do is we have, if something is reported to us as potentially misinformation, important misinformation,
Oh, these people
we also have this third-party fact-checking program because we don't want to be deciding what's true and false. And for I think it was 5 or 7 days when it was basically being determined whether it was false, the distribution on Facebook was decreased, but people were still allowed to share it. So you could still share it, you could still consume it.
So when you say the distribution is decreased,
It got shared.
How does that work?
It basically, the ranking in newsfeed was a little bit less. So fewer people saw it than would have otherwise. So it definitely,
By what percentage?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it's meaningful. But I mean, but basically a lot of people are still able to share it. We got a lot of complaints that was the case. Obviously this is a
I can't believe to
hyper-political
circle
issue,
back
so
on this
depending
guy.
on what side of the political spectrum you either think
Word
we didn't
salad.
censor it enough or censored it way too much, but
Right.
we weren't sort of as black and white about it as Twitter. We just kind of thought, hey, look, if the FBI, which I still view as a legitimate institution in this country, it's a very professional law enforcement, they come to us and tell us that we need to be on guard about something, then I want to take that seriously.
Did they specifically say you need to be on guard about that story?
No, I don't remember if it was that specifically, but it basically fit the pattern.
It fit.
How
Wait
do
a
you
minute.
guys handle things?
Wait. Okay, so first of all, he said that the FBI came up to him and said, beware of this story. So then he took it upon himself, based on what he just said. He took it upon himself to very significantly shorten the reach and I can't stop laughing. He took it upon himself to shorten the reach of on the people who were talking about this particular topic. Even though the FBI did not tell him specifically, this is his own words, we can listen to it again if you want to. Even though the FBI did not tell him specifically to stop and eliminate the sharing of this on your platform, of this particular topic. He said that he's not sure exactly what they said to him, but something like, be aware of this particular topic. They never said for them to shut it completely down. So then when they ask you, okay, so you decreased the distribution by how much? What percentage did you decrease the distribution? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. You don't know? You don't know? Yeah, you know. You know, you have to know. You have to know because this is your business. This is your company. You done gave this big, long, bubblegum shrimp answer for this question. You know that you had taken distribution down probably to 2%. If that, it's probably 0.5. I think, to be honest with you, during the heighten of the election, I think that they completely shut things down like 0.5. And to some and on a lot of things, after my my TikTok was banned, I think that distribution for me was down to like 0. Like complete 0. Because it is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely crazy to have that many people whole Hillary Clinton thing came up. But so now it's coming out that the Russians don't have anything to do with it. And then so now you're gonna say, well, sorry about that. But you have messed up people's livelihoods. You have messed up people's ability to make money. You have messed up people's businesses, careers. You have given people all types of depression. You have knocked people down at the knees. You done all kind of stuff. And you're just kind of like, oh, well, oops. Oops, I did it again. Britney Spears all over the place. Unbelievable. And see, this is what pisses me off. You can boo-boo all over everything. And still walk off with your billions of dollars. And just say, sorry. Well, we were doing what we thought was best for our country. We were doing what we thought was something that we were supposed to do based on the instructions of the FBI, and we, figured that we were bull shit. It's bull. It's a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of bull. Now let's talk about a little bit more bull. I found this to be very interesting. Here it is. This is interesting to me. You guys go ahead and take a look at this and tell me what you think.
There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it was
They're probably gonna get me for the music. I'm not big on theories. Well, I'm big on theories, but I'm not big on conspiracies. But something look a little funny. Something look a little funny here. That looks a little funny. Like straight up.
Different than he used to. He acts different than he used to. He's even slower than he used to be. So I don't know. But when he mentions my name that many times, I guess I should be complimented.
Senator, do you support gay marriage? No, Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage. We do not support that.
Did you hear the man say out of his own mouth that he does not, he nor Barack Obama, his cousin, support gay marriage? And if transgenderism was popping back then, they would have asked him that and he would have said the exact same thing. They do not support gay marriage and or transgenderism. That's what he said. Biden, you saw him say it out of his own mouth. Now, you can't keep this guy away from the rainbow. You can't keep him away. Every time you turn around, he's doing something for the gay people, for the transgender people, for the BLM people. You can't keep him away. So either he's had a very, very serious change in conviction, or he has a very serious change in DNA. Okay? I'm trying to help you. Instagram, you need to come on over to YouTube. You need to come on over to YouTube. He has had a very, very serious change in conviction, or he has had a very serious change in DNA. Now, y'all make of it what you want. Y'all make of it what you want. But I'm telling you right now, that don't look good. That don't look good at all. That don't look good at all. So I want to talk about something petty, pettier than that. Oh, I gotta show you guys that video too. I don't want to forget that. Okay. We're gonna talk about this real quick because I find this to be very funny. Woo!
In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy. Walk.
So y'all know who this is, right?
All right, so I gotta pause Megan for a second. I'm gonna have to let y'all watch this by yourself. And Lizzo just like, she just wears me out, you know? And I was watching something on Pluto TV, and I love watching Pluto TV. You know, like it's very direct, everything's very categorized. So like whatever you want to see, like if you want to binge watch First 48, they got a channel for that. If you want to binge watch the Andrew Griffith Show, they got a channel for that. So I usually watch videos on there, music videos, because I like the way it's actually music, you know, the way MTV and VH1 used to be. For those of us old enough to remember, I will be 40 next week. Okay. I saw this video of her. It was a really, really, really beautifully recorded live, like a song that she did live in this club. And she looked amazing. She had on like this pinstriped suit and this big ponytail, and she was singing her ass off. She did such a great job. She was so good. She's better live than recorded. There's not a lot of artists like that anymore. If you're old enough to remember, there's not a lot of artists who don't fucking auto-tune the shit out of their music right now, or in the last fucking 15 years. She's so good live. And if she would just dress like that all the time, she would be doing such a great service to plus size women. She would be showing how absolutely stunning they can really be. What jaw-dropping outfits they can really wear at whatever fucking size that they are. Right? Like, that's what I want to see the BBWs moving toward. Like, you want to be body positive and fat positive? Okay, do you. But make it look good. Like, put in some effort. But anyway, like I said, I ordered food, so y'all are going to have to watch this by yourselves. Because you know, I'm very hungry and I want to eat when it gets here. I need to take a shower. I'm straightening up. So yes, Miss Megan's gonna take over for a few more minutes. Let me straighten things up around here. We'll see. Those things may not happen in consecutive order, but we're only 18 minutes in, and we're going to be going for like 2 hours. So, you know, I've got time to do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work.
Lizzo, standing in front of fairly handsome men. They're all men, right? Yeah. They're fairly handsome men. And she's dancing around. I don't know if she's promoting underwear or not quite sure what she's doing, right? What she's promoting, right? So she's standing there dancing around, and she is, I think that we could all agree that she is morbidly obese, right? Okay. So then Aries Spears, who is not the best guy to talk about this, unfortunately. Oh, Paddy. So Aries Spears comes out and has some comments.
Good music, man. Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard her shit, yo? Like, as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji. She's got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off, nigga.
Come over to YouTube.
Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world, but I still, you know, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence, and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy.
Oh,
but a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble. You know what kills me about women is the hypocrisy and the contradiction. Yes, queen, slay queen. Yes, queen, slay. Yeah, girl, your confidence. Fuck diabetes. Fuck heart problems.
Yo, you know somebody that actually make good music, man? Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro.
Listen, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Obviously, I know fat phobia is pervasive all over our society, and so people, including fat people, can internalize that fat phobia. But yo, Amer Spears is blowing fucking mind.
Yo, what up, it's your boy Amer Spears. I had to put the Yankee on for this one. Listen, I know I'm trending right now because of the Lizzo joke. And I just want to say, man, a lot of you women are funny, you know, with the critiques. I ain't funny, I'm fat, unattractive, no woman wants me. They always try to hurt you with what works for you the most. That's what they try to hurt. That's like you break up and you go, that's why you got a little wee-wee and you can't screw. But you've been with him for years. I'm 32 years in this game and I ain't funny. I'm 32 years in this game and I ain't never got no meow. That's hilarious. Y'all don't deal in logic and sense. You deal in emotion and anger. Come with something that's not subjective. Me being unfunny, unattractive, that's not a fact. That's subjective. Stop leading with emotion and anger and come with facts. You heard me? Get me for the link to the Spears and Steinberg podcast.
Okay. So as I said, this is not, you know, I of course they're going to go into, you know, more of the personal attacks on him because, like he said, you know, that's what works, right? You're gonna go on the personal attacks on him. How dare you say something about Lizzo when you are overweight yourself? The black around your eyes, so forth and so on, et cetera, blah blah blah.
You know who he looked like? He looked like the hamburger. Like, oh my God. What do y'all think about what he said? She looks like the shit emoji. She kind of does. A corset would be beneficial to Lizzo. If you can't lose the weight, just move it around. Just, you know, squish it in. Anyway, that's funny, huh?
Right? So he has a very, very valid point there. Now, that being said, if I said something about Lizzo and I'm not overweight, then they would come and attack me as well, simply because it would be some of your skin folk ain't your kin folk, black, it's always black people, it's always your own people that's gonna shoot you down. They would come with all of this stuff instead of facing the facts. Like he said, the facts are that this level of, I remember Danny and I, we were in a athletic store. I think it was Nike. And it was like, it was Nike. And it was about maybe 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. And they had these overweight mannequins. And it was the first time that I had ever seen that. It was mannequins that were clearly overweight. And I thought something was wrong with my eyes because I was like, Danny, I was like, wait a minute, is this mannequin fat to you? Like, am I seeing things? Like, what's going on? And she was like, oh, you know how Danny is. So she started cussing. She was like, you know, she started going off. And I said to myself, wow. It's very interesting that we have gotten to the point in society that we are promoting not giving a damn in all things. We're promoting, you don't have to care about everything. These children don't care about school. They don't care about trying to get the best education that they can. They don't care about respecting their elders. They don't care about trying to be healthy, trying to eat well. They don't care about building long, lasting friendships that could last them a lifetime. People who do music are no longer, they don't care about, being able to play an instrument, being able to play the piano, play the guitar, play the bass, play the trumpet, play the trombone, play the flute, play the drums. No one cares about actually investing some effort into something. Now you have the promotion of flamboyant obesity. It's flamboyant obesity. And let me tell you something. Do you remember when Jennifer Hudson lost all that weight? When Jennifer Hudson first lost all that weight, do you remember how many people were mad at her because she could no longer represent the big girls? Remember that? It has gotten to the point now.
I remember it. I remember it.
Want you to stay unhealthy so that they can say, oh, well, if she's not doing it, then I don't have to do it. At least it used to be that you would look up to people because they were at the best of their profession. They were the best at the singing, the best at producing, the best at acting, the best at this and that and the third. You now have mediocre. I mean, it's not even mediocre. It's not even mediocrity at this point. The standard is so low. It is so low that snails are reaching it at this point. You don't have any type of higher level that people are trying to get to that will take some effort. You now have Lizzo, who I don't listen to her music, and it doesn't mean anything just because I don't listen to her music, but I don't listen to her music, but I've heard that she's a very talented young lady. But you have people like Lizzo who is flaunting complete and utter unhealthy habits. Point blank, period. I mean, I'm not saying that there hasn't been big singers before, but at this point, it is just, first of all, it would be too much to see. I don't like it when healthy artists come out there in their underwear. I don't find it.
Aretha Franklin would never dress like that at her biggest. Let's see who else. Billie Holiday would never dress like that. But, Black women don't have that kind of class anymore, which is sad because, like I said, I watched that video of Lizzo, the live performance. It was good. It was really good. And it's like, you could have led with that, bitch. Like, you didn't need to do all the extra shit. You need to do all the extra shit. And you're going to keep overweight women single for the rest of their lives. Okay? So there's so many like BBWs who like do makeup and, do clothes and do fashion. There's so many of them that I see that are so good. Like, damn, they look so good that you don't even notice like how big they are. Or like it's like it's an afterthought, like that kind of beauty. And Lizzo can have that. She could be the most contoured and snatched and dressed to the nines as she would want to be. If she wanted to present herself like that, if she wanted to look like that, she could. I'm telling you, that pinstripe suit that she wore was bad. She looked amazing. And it's like, well, you know, this is what I would want to pay for. The rest of that extra shit, though, it's not necessary. But all the rumors are true. Yeah, fuck him and you. Yeah.
Right? So when somebody is healthy and they come out in the underwear, I'm confused. I'm like, you can't, all the clothes in the world, you can't find one outfit to put on. So when somebody who is morbidly obese comes out and flaunts it and dares you to say something about it, that's what actually pisses me off.
Dares you to say something about it. That's what this is about. That's what all of this is about. See, Megan got to the psychology behind it. She's daring you to say something about it. She probably don't really want to dress that way. If I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, just like every other pop artist ever created, they're not always picking their own wardrobe. They don't always have a lot of creative direction. I think nowadays probably artists do, but definitely not in any period up to the last, 20 years. Yeah. And it's like, do you want to be here for 30 years like Mariah Carey? Do you want to be here for 40 years like Madonna? Do you want to be here for 50 years like Cher? Do you even want to be here for 20, 25 years like Britney? I think that's the food. I'll let y'all continue with Miss Megan.
That's what pisses me off. And then you get to the point where you like, how dare you say something? How dare you say something? What are you talking about? How dare I say something? This is gross. This is unnecessary behavior. I'm trying to find something. It's unnecessary behavior, and it's coming with a gall. Like you have the gall to be out here naked and gross. Let me see if I can find this picture real quick. I want to show you guys something. Yep, here it is right here. You guys remember this right here? You remember this when Lizzo was at the basketball game with her entire ass out in 2019? This is the type of stupidity that I'm talking about. This right here, you having your ass out at the basketball game, has absolutely zero to do with your singing, your songwriting ability, and your singing ability. This ain't got nothing to do with it. So when you try to combine, oh well, how dare you talk about Lizzo because she's an intelligent, or she's a good songwriter, she's a good singer. How dare you talk about her? What? But this right here has nothing to do with her songwriting ability. So if you want to get respect for your songwriting ability, keep your ass under some cloth. It just doesn't make any sense. And this was way back in 2019. And you're still running around out here with your ass out. It's still out. How much of your butt do we have to see? How much of it do we have to see until you're done? How much? But we're the people that have any comments, we're the ones that have to be quiet about it because God forbid somebody say something to your overweight tail. And then you want to bring up how talented you are. We don't give a damn. We can't see how talented you are because you keep showing us your ass. And you know what's so incredible? The amount of people who are clapping their hands. This society is completely desensitized. I'm convinced that the majority of folk don't give a damn, so much so that they're just not willing to try. They don't want to try. They just want to live below the I give a damn line. Because I'm trying to figure out why are all these people clapping? Because if I was there, I'd be like, oh my God, down in front. What are you doing? And I thought that was indecent exposure, but maybe the rules have changed. But I'll tell you one thing, I would also say down in front, and then I would ask them to get that chair and Lysol it down, because don't nobody want booty juice all over the seats. Again, this whole thing that she's doing has nothing to do with her talent. But that's always what is the response. The response is either something to do with her talent, or the response is, how dare you say something to a Black woman? How dare you say something to a Black woman? But why in the world are you out here with your butt out and then tells people that they can't say nothing to you? I just don't understand it. You know good and damn well you being overweight, and we ain't talking about 20 or 30 pounds. We're talking about an excessive amount of weight. You know good and damn well that you being overweight and not having any clothes on is going to bring about comments. And then you want to try to sit up here and say that somebody is fat shaming. Let me tell you who is fat shaming. Your fat ass is fat shaming. You're the one who's fat shaming, because you're making being overweight nasty and gross. That's who's doing the fat shaming. It's not anybody else. It's you. You're doing the fat shaming. Let's go on to something else. Might as well go ahead and talk about this since we on that topic.
Damn thing that can be done to me to make me allow the government to compel my speech. That's not happening. And the reason for that, I believe the reason for that is because I spent decades studying totalitarianism. It's not good. And the way the totalitarian states develop is that people give up their right to exist with their own thoughts. They lie. The individuals sacrifice their own soul to the dictates of the state, and then everything goes badly sideways. Well, how much evidence for that do we need? The lies and tyranny of the state are aided and abetted by the moral sacrifice of the individual. It's not top down. The Nazis are telling you what to do and you're all innocent and obey. That's not how it works. You falsify your being bit by bit, and you end up where you don't want to be. And that's a bad idea. There isn't a goddamn thing that can be done to me to make me allow the government to compel my speech.
Now, I love Dr. Peterson. I mean, I love his mind. I love his brain. He's a complete genius, in my personal opinion. What is happening is exactly what he's talking about. This idea that you are allowing yourself you are allowing yourself to little by little be chipped away from who you really are is very, very, very dangerous, because it's not an overhaul of like, it's not just like, oh, you're one way one day and then the very next day you're completely something different. That's not what happens at all. What has happened, this thing ain't been charging this whole time. What has happened is it's been little by little. Little by little. You let a little thing slide, then a little thing again. Then a little thing slide, and then a little thing again. I did an interview yesterday with the urban conservatives, the two twin brothers. Well, I guess the twin brothers. They're not two twins. It would be two sets of twins. But anyways, you understand what I'm saying. The twin brothers. And he was asking me some different questions. And one of my responses were, I believe in the nucleus family. And coming from me, people are always so surprised. They're so surprised because I'm not saying that these particular guys were surprised, but people in general are always so surprised because they're like, oh my God, we would think that since you are not a traditional nucleus family, meaning myself, that I would be against it. But why do I have to be against something just because I'm doing something else? So the reason why I am able to still have the strong conviction that I have is because I don't let and have not let them take their little chisel and nip at me, nip at me, nip at me, nip at me, little by little by little. I still stand my ground. My ground is that I believe in the nucleus family. If it is possible, I would hope that all children would have the beautiful privilege and honor to have a mother and a father in their home. I still believe that 2-parent households is better than one. I still believe that children fare better when there are more than just one parent in the home. That has nothing to do with what I'm doing in my personal relationship. This has everything to do with facts, statistics, and common sense. And the problem is that the majority of people have allowed society to change the way you really know is the way that you should be feeling and thinking about something. Point blank, period. I don't have to sit up here and discuss that I'm married to Danny. Oh, so then that way, so now I believe that children shouldn't have a 2-parent household. What does that have to do with anything? That has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Nothing at all. And y'all, the society has allowed you done got caught up. You done got caught up in a bunch of emotionalism and stupidity, in my personal opinion. You have gotten caught up in stupidity, and it has kept you from making sense. It has kept you from making sense. You cannot tell me that just because you are in a same gender relationship that now all of a sudden that you don't need fathers in the home, or fathers are not important, or single parenting is better than 2 parents. That's a bunch of it's bullshit. It's not the truth. And they shouldn't be going together anyway. I remember when, was it Shirley Caesar? I think it was Shirley Caesar many, many, many years ago. Shirley Caesar is, if you don't know who she is an old school gospel singer. She's a lady that did, I want beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, ham, hog, chicken. No, I got beans, greens, tomatoes, you name it. That's that lady, right? She sings other songs too. That's one of her songs. So anyways, she said something in the church many years ago on the pulpit about homosexuality being in the church. And she went off. Like she went off and was like, oh, it's a sin and condemnation and whatever, right? And so all the gays were just in an uproar. Oh, I was getting ready to say something. I'm not going to say it though. But they were in an uproar. Partly they should have been able to be in an uproar because if anybody knows her past and probably her present, then you would understand why you would be so upset. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of that. But they were upset because they were saying, oh my God, the people that do her hair are gay, the people that does her makeup are gay, the people that sing in the choir are gay, her whole music ministry section is gay, so forth and so on. Well, I said, I don't find a problem with what she said. And people were like, oh my God, Megan, how can you say that? I said, well, let's just look at it, right? She is, she's an elder at this point, like she's an old lady, right? Who was raised in the Pentecostal church all her life. She was raised this way. And as far as she's concerned, there are certain standards that you have in the church. And this is one of the standards. She is okay with the way church has always been, which was you do your dirt in the closet, but when you come to church, you act like you ain't doing nothing wrong. That's the church that she was raised in. That's how things have always been. And I don't understand what the problem is. Oh, Megan, times have changed and this and the other. Well, I don't agree that just because times have changed, that staples should change. I believe personally that staples should stay the same. If you go into the army and the army says we get up at 4 a.m., I don't think that the army should say, oh, well, people don't like to get up at 4 a.m., so we changed it to 7 because people need more time to sleep. They need more time to get up and brush their teeth and so forth and so on. So we took a poll and the poll says that everybody wants to get up at 7. I believe that the army gets up at 4. And if you're in the mother freaking army, you're going to get your ass up at 4. That's what I believe. And I believe that people should be able to separate what you do in your personal life with whatever this particular foundation is of this particular thing. You should be able to separate the two, because if you can't separate the two, then this staple over here will not have a foundation. It'll be doing like this all the time, because it'll be, oh, this way. Oh, everybody going like this. Oh, no, this way. Everybody going like this. No. Oh, no, back over this way. Sometimes you have to have stuff that's deeply rooted. It's got to be deeply rooted sometimes. This is the way that it is. Well, things should change, but you can't change everything based on some type of emotion. Because when you need to be solid, where are the people going to turn when they need something solid? Can't turn to you, because every time you, we're going this way. No, we're going back this way. You can't do that. You have to be able to stand firm. And you have to know which things are firm and which things are not. Point blank, period. You're not going to sit up here and tell me, I don't give a shit how much times have changed. You're never going to make me think that having drag queens at the school is good for children. There ain't no way it can be caught. For one, it's unnecessary. You're not learning anything. You're just being groomed, period. Just like I don't want strippers over there. I wouldn't want NWA to be coming to the school singing rap music, talking about F the police. You don't need certain stuff. There is a place for certain things. If you want to go on ahead and put on a dress and this and that and the other on the weekends, and then Monday through Friday you want to work as a bank teller, that is your personal business. I promise you, I don't give a damn. My only concern is, why are you doing it in front of children? If you can explain that to me, that would be great. But I have looked at the situation from here, there, all over, and I cannot understand any reason why you would want to do that other than causing problems. It's a problem for you to do that. You're not going to tell me that y'all having a drag queen show in the Catholic Church was a good idea. Even with all the dirt that goes on in the church, you still have to have some level of decency and respect for something. Because if you don't have any decency and respect for something, you won't have any decency and respect for anything. That's the problem. It's complete and utter chaos. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So a lot of people can't stand my ass because they're like, well, wait a minute. Wait, what? Yeah, I have standards. I have morals. I have principles. And that's how I live my life. Just because I'm in love with Danny has nothing to do with the fact that I have standards and principles based on this is how things are. This is just how it is. So just because I'm in love with Danny, now all of a sudden we don't live on earth with gravity? Now we don't have gravity. Oh, well, when you pick this up and you drop it down, no, that's just an illusion because, you know, I'm in love with Danny. I don't feel like gravity is important because, you know, me and Danny, we were in love with each other. And so, you know, I just feel like gravity is just, it's not needed, you know, and times are changing and people need to just do better, you know, because gravity is just not important. That's how stupid you sound. You sound dumb. Because every little thing doesn't have to be changed just because you make a choice. Oh, well, you know, we don't need the sun. You know, I'm with Danny now and she's my son. And, you know, so I just feel like, you know, if we just got rid of the sun, you know, that we would, you know, that our love would prevail and we would keep ourselves warm, you know, and I feel like if other people weren't so jaded about our love, then they too could get, you know, a mate and they could have sun in their own lives. That's how dumb you sound. You sound dumb. Now, don't get hung up because I see somebody in the comments said choice is the word. Don't get hung up in that because I had my first girlfriend when I was 5. So I'm not here to argue whether people are choosing to be one way or the other. But what I am saying is that you choose to be in a relationship. You choose to be married. You choose to, you understand what I'm saying? As an adult, you make choices on what it is that you're going to do with your life. You could be a homosexual and be celibate for the rest of your life. So that's what I'm saying about that. Okay, when I say choice, okay, because I don't want to hear people talking crazy to me. All right, now let's get on to this next thing. Okay, I want to talk about this next thing. Should I open up the phone lines? Y'all don't want to talk. All right, let's talk about this next thing here. Oh, I didn't save it. Shit. Okay, I mean, I didn't save one. Okay, wait, let me put this one in.
To lose it all for what you believe. Absolutely. Yeah. Because if we don't have it, then we have nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't care about my career anymore. Mm-hmm. I care about my children's, me too, the country that they're going to live in. And my hope is this. My hope is a beautiful story from a chaplain in England. When the American flyers came over in the early days of World War II, when the American flyers came over after, this is like the dog days, 1942, late 42, when like Their friends were getting blown out of the sky. They would go over on the bombers and half would come back, 2/3 would come back, you know, but they were dying. And there was one particularly awful week, 2 weeks, where there was a very high percentage of these pilots were getting blown out of the sky and getting killed. And they went to the prison. They went to the Air Force chapel, and the pilot said, "Why?" Said, "Our friends are dying. Why should we do this? Why should we get up tomorrow and fly?" They did this at like literally 4:45. It's supposed to leave 5:30. Why should we do this? Tell us why. They didn't say they weren't going to do it. So tell us why we should do this. Our friends are dying. Tell us. And the chaplain was really, you know, woke up and said, well, humanity has come out of the dark ages. We've come out of where people get burned at the stake. People believe and go along with this. And there's a darkness that we have come out of and doing a more of an enlightened period, a more freer period. And he said, this is a step back into those darkness. These are the darkest parts of humanity. And we need to stand up for that now. And that requires this. So they all flew. We are there again. Yeah, and it requires a new set of flyers.
I really like Rob Snyder. I like Rob Snyder mostly because I love Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is so funny to me. Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, those, you know, kind of like slapstick comedy type of people. I absolutely love them. Hopefully they're not involved in too much foolishness. And this is what is happening. I think that the point was really made. You have people who do not want to stand up for what is right because they are afraid to lose a level of stardom. Ozzy, even with his crazy ass, done said the crime in Los Angeles, he's got to go. He's going back to United Kingdom because he doesn't want to die in America. Not die of old age. Not die of natural causes. But he doesn't want to die from being, because he got robbed or shot or something like this. This is crazy ass Ozzy, man. This is Ozzy Osbourne biting rats' heads and stuff like this. Even his ass is scared. Now, you know, when a man does all the drugs that he does and wears his eye makeup like this, and he's telling you that he's scared, we got a problem. If he's scared, you better be scared. This man eating bats on stage and all kind of shit like that. If he's scared, you better be scared too. We got a real big problem. And we cannot just sit back and say, well, it'll fix itself. Not gonna fix itself. Not the way you think. It's not gonna happen. Let me find. Oh, did they take Blanchard's page down? Oh, man. Oh, that's probably why I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I want to show you this other video here. Oh, maybe they did take his pay. Okay, there it is. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you this too.
I was all out liberal, but as I get older and I look at my children and I see what's out in the world, I get a little conservative. You know, it's common sense. Looking at the world at the stage we're in right now, you want safety.
You hear that? Oh, shoot. We need to hear this too. Wait a minute. Crap.
And when folks vote, they order what they want. And in this case, they got what they asked for. I went off script a little bit.
You always going off script with your silly ass. Always. Every time I turn around, you going off script saying something stupid that you ain't got no business saying.
I was all out liberal, but as I get older and I look at my children and I see what's out in the world, I get a little conservative. You know, it's common sense. Looking at the world at the stage we're in right now, you want safety.
You want safety. It's common sense. You want safety. It's common sense. So we are at the place where, and I've said this to you guys before, it is important for you to take care of yourself first, take care of your family, and do what you can. But you have to be able to be doing what you can from a place that makes sense. If you're just running around with your head cut off, what feels this way, what feels that way, what feels this way, what feels that way, you're not going to have a foundation. And if you don't have a foundation, anything can just, what does it say? Stand for something or you fall for anything. Ain't that what it said? Either stand for something or you're going to fall for anything. If you don't, they would just keep chiseling at your very character. And that's where we're at now. We're at the place now where they're just chiseling at your very character.
Psychotherapy and psychology is profoundly narcissistic. How you feel is the message of most psychotherapists. Every psychologist and psychiatrist I've had on my radio show for decades, I've asked, how many in your profession are competent? And they almost all answer the same, about a third. So 2/3 are incompetent. That's correct. A lot of therapists are there to reinforce the patient's feelings of being a victim, which is usually a perverse form, or not perverse, psychopathologic form of self-centeredness. It's narcissism. Oh, you feel you were hurt by your parents? You certainly were. Instead of, you know what, everybody's hurt by their parents. That's part of life. And it's time for you. You're now 25. This happened when you were 9. It's time for you to grow up. How many therapists say that? They're afraid they'll lose a patient. And they probably will. People often go to therapists to feel vindicated in their victimhood, not to actually get better.
Have you guys seen the film, What is a Woman? And in the film, they have gender affirming therapists. Which is some really concerning words. It's very concerning language. It's almost like saying sadness affirming therapist, depression affirming therapist, schizophrenic affirming counselor. It is really, 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 really ridiculous to go to the doctor, the medical doctor, and you have something wrong with your arm. But you can't see what's wrong. It's something internal. Maybe you lost some cartilage or something like that, or you strained a muscle or something like that. So you can't see it, but it hurts on the inside. So you don't know exactly what's wrong. You go to the doctor and you say, Doc, I'm in pain here. I got a problem here. and I need you to do something because I'm hurt and I don't know exactly what happened. And the doctor says, yes, you are hurting. And you say, yes, I'm hurting. Oh my God, I can't sleep at night. I'm having trouble bathing. This is just a real big problem for me. Doc, I need some real help. I need you to help me. Doc, do something. And the doc says, yes, you are hurting. Your arm is, oh my goodness, this is a terrible, terrible thing. And so you guys gonna go on like this for about 30, 35 minutes. Just pain reaffirming. Just a pain reaffirming doctor. And then finally, your mama comes in and says, so what are we going to do about it? Are you going to do something about this pain that my child is, or my family member is feeling? Or are you just going to keep reaffirming that there's pain in my arm? So the doctor says, oh, well, you know what I can do? I can give you some medication that will kind of like, it'll numb the pain a little bit, but then when the pain comes back, it'll come back even stronger. Because I'm in the business, of reaffirming your pain. That's the gender reaffirming therapist. Your therapy and your doctors are not here to reaffirm your, I don't want to say delusion because I don't want to be offensive, but that's not how therapy works. That's not how doctors work. The idea is for you can't see what's wrong with the arm. So the doctor is supposed to say, okay, well, let's get some x-rays done, maybe an MRI, a CAT scan or something like that, so we can find out exactly what's going on the inside so that we can treat it so that you no longer feel the pain. We've got to get down into the root of the problem. Then we can fix it. We have to have the know-how to get down into the root. Then we have to be solution-oriented and have a lot of tools in our toolbox. This is education. The toolbox is education. Have some tools in the toolbox to help you to get your arm fixed, not to just give you a bunch of pills that may numb you a little bit, and then when the pain comes back, it's going to come back even stronger because I am a pain-affirming doctor. This is where you are at this point. At this point, society is at a place where you don't want anybody to tell you something. You don't want anybody to tell you something that you need to be told. You just want somebody to agree with whatever it is you're talking about. And that don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's got to be stopped. And the truth of the matter is, that you have to want to get better. And you have to know that may not be easy.
It's not easy at all.
Definitely possible.
It's not easy at all.
But you're not going to get better by having somebody.
You gotta want to change
your pain and just say, "Oh yeah, well, no, here's some more pain." Yeah, because I totally agree. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. I agree. I can agree that you are in pain. I don't have to argue with you about that. But what are we going to do about it? You ain't got to come over here to me talking about me and I'm in pain. Okay, yes, I understand.
Are you okay? So let's look at some like possible psychological scenarios for why someone might think that they are born in the wrong body or trans or body gender dysmorphia. Okay, let's look at some of the possibilities when it comes to that. Okay, guys, don't forget to get your donations in. Don't forget to get your donations in so you can get your chips. You want to get your chips? Okay, you want to get your chips for the blackjack game that we're going to have at some point. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to do it. Okay. Let's say you're a little boy who is raised around a lot of women. Like, you have sisters, there may or may not be a father in the home. You have a lot of aunties, you got a lot of cousins, you got your mom and her, neighborhood friends, as well as her church friends. Okay. Let's say you grow up around all women. You hear them bashing men your whole life. You hear them shit talking men, niggas ain't shit your whole life from all these women in your life that either you can't protect, or it's not your job to protect them, or your father can't protect them or isn't available to protect them. Okay. If you grow up hearing that men ain't shit, maybe that's going to plant some kind of psychological seed to make you say, well, men ain't shit, so I don't want to be a man, so I'm trans. That's one scenario. Let's take another scenario. Let's take a young girl who maybe gets molested. She feels, should I say not feels, but she is disempowered and violated at a young age. Okay. Being attractive, if you're a little girl, being attractive to older men, having older men look at you can make you very uncomfortable. So maybe you think, okay, I hate men, I hate dick, I'm a lesbian. And then you're like, okay, let me start dressing more masculine so that we look like a match without people, doing a double take. Okay, so you cut your hair, you start wearing fucking suits, you're like a stud or a soft stud. Okay, cool. Then, that's not enough. Like, let's say maybe you get your ass beat in a bar fight. Maybe you think that you can roll up on a dude and you get knocked the fuck out. So now you don't feel protected. Even though you're kind of masculine or stud-like, you don't feel protected. So you're like, okay, let me level that up. Let me become a man so that other men won't challenge me. But what these Decepticons don't realize is that men challenge each other all the time. So when you sign up for this shit, that's what you're going to get. Now, are there men who hit women regardless of what they look like? Absolutely. But if you step to a man like a man, you might get knocked out like a man. So I'm just saying that's something that the Decepticons, the female to male type, need to understand. Okay. On top of it, okay, so let's take that kind of life situation. Maybe a young girl who never felt protected obviously is going to be masculine. So that would be women like myself. But then the ones that take it that many steps further, it's because they literally cannot handle the violation that they felt as a woman, and they Okay, I'm back. They never ever find a way to self-soothe. They never find a way to ground themselves. They never find a way to really do the intensive psychotherapy that's needed to get themselves out of the PTSD, or at least knowing how to cope with the PTSD in a healthier manner. They never learn this shit. So you go from fucking zero as okay, I'm an unprotected young girl, so let me become a man so that I won't be attacked by a man, or I won't be sexually desired by a man. There's that population of the that nobody wants to talk about. Okay. Young boys can become effeminate for many, many reasons. Young girls can become masculine for many, many reasons. And then when you constantly got society and the schools and the teachers in your fucking ear telling you, if you're awkward, if you're if you can't get along with people, if people don't accept you, if you're depressed, if you want to kill yourself, well, then you're probably queer. So here's some pronouns that you can work with. Here's a rainbow flag. Here's a pride parade in every city near you. Lasts a whole month. We don't care if you're underage. You can come here anyway and see anything you want to see. That's what we're dealing with here. We're not dealing with fucking mutants. We're not dealing with aliens. We're not dealing with fucking shapeshifters. We're dealing with human beings that have severe trauma, severe confusion, severe self-hatred, severe self-loathing. And they don't know, and listen, everybody has this. This is why it is so fucking mind-blowing for people to accept this. And the Decepticons need to listen real fucking closely right now. The shit that is in your mind that makes you have some crazy ass fucking ideas about yourself and about the world around you, guess what? We all fucking deal with that. Now, some people manifest it in alcohol. Some people manifest it in drugs. Some people manifest it in television addiction, obesity. Some people manage it in gambling. Some people manage it in riding motorcycles. Everybody has this fucking death wish. We all fucking have the death wish. And you either have had to have been raised in a really, really good family, a really, really healthy family, or you have had to been in some intensive 12-step sponsorships, therapy, meditation, ayahuasca, year in Bali, okay, fucking EMDR therapy, rage therapy. You would have had to go through all that shit, totally go through the fire, totally go through the darkness, or been raised in a really, really good family in order for you to have fucking natural happiness. The Prozac shit, the shit you want to be on, that kind of fucking Sunday school, Whole Foods, soccer mom happy. That's Xanax. Them bitches are crazy too. So don't look at them like, why can't I be treated like a lady? Or why can't people treat me like a man? Because you will never be one. I don't care how many surgeries, your DNA, your bones, it's always going to be what you were born as. A lot of us don't feel comfortable in our own skin. You think you have gender dysmorphia? Okay, no, you have gender dysmorphia, which is just the other side of the coin for body dysmorphia. Okay? That's all it is. That's all you have. You're not some extravagant fucking new creation that can be done through hormones and doctors. I don't care how natural you look. You'll never know. You'll never fucking know. If you want, man. Did Megan talk about the girl who gave her testimony about about what being trans was like, how it all fucked her up and shit? Okay. Did y'all watch that? Did that come in? I don't know if she did it in this one. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Listen. All right. I got it. We're going to watch a couple more minutes of this section, then we're going to fast forward, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay.
And so tell me exactly what the pain is. Okay, then you tell me. And then we're going to start digging. We got to keep digging further and further to find out where this came from. And then once we find it out, then we figure out why it happened. And then once we do that, then now we're on to the healing. Ain't finna be sitting up in pain all day. We're not finna do that. That ain't happening. So I saw this video And I want to show it to you guys. In freaking incredible. He's a blind skateboarder. This is crazy. This is crazy. And you see the guy in the background ain't got an arm. He only has one arm. I mean, look at this. So listen, let me tell you something. You got to really, really be careful about what you complain about. I'm not in any way saying that we don't have issues and things that are worth being upset about. You see that guy right there that ain't got no arm? Look at him. He ain't got no arm. This is what is really happening in somebody's life. He's blind and he's jumping over steps with a seam cane. So as you're going through your week, remember this guy right here. Absolutely, there are no limitations to your ability to win.
There are no limitations to your ability to win. There are no limitations to your ability to win. Whole. There are no limitations to your ability to win. Whole. The stick is dangerous. Let's fast forward. I mean, that's a really great high note to leave the chat on. But we gotta dig just a little bit deeper. We gotta dig just a little bit deeper. When is the Great Rage going to interview Megan? I don't know. I need to be more persistent. I've got to get to the retreat, guys. Let's just hurry up and get this money for Zach. Oh, clue. Got your chips here. Hold on. I got to show you something, Clue. Oh, you saw this earlier. Didn't you? Oh, shit. Really good Matrix. Okay. Hold on. Check this out. Booyah. Okay. Got your 25 here. I got Lawrence's. I got Cap. That's 100. I got Zach's. Got Mr. Brady. And I got dollar on the hard ways, dollar on the yo for everybody. Dollar on the hard ways, dollar on the yo. I got your chips all stacked up. I got my matches in here. We gonna get this money. Okay. Rage world, party time, excellent. Rage world, party time. Ginny time, excellent. Okay. All right. So, yes, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we have to have like maybe a little like little game. We're gonna have like a little game, you know. I'm gonna be the worst dealer, but we're gonna try anyway. We're gonna be drunk. We're gonna be drunk, so who cares? Who cares if I fuck it up? But the more chips you can play with, the better. It's a $5 minimum bet. $5 minimum bet. So some of y'all only gonna be able to play like 5 hands. So just saying, you want to play more than 5 hands, you better win some money. You better up them donations. Everybody from Vegas is a dealer, not me. I didn't learn how to gamble until like 6 months before I left. It was such a waste. Everybody, nope. Okay, so got everybody's chips are down. Okay, cool. All right, so let's listen to this.
And they take them away from you.
Yeah, no, that's
gotta
gotta
have
stop.
to care about this.
Yeah, everybody. Oh crap! I'm sorry, I didn't even have this on the screen.
I took a mourning an entire life that should have been mine. That was my birthright. I don't know how this happened to me. And I'm just so angry. And I'm so sad. I just don't know how this happened. Like a virus or something, and just like infected me. And it happened so quickly. It was like I was right there, like agreeing to every single thing. And I don't know how that happened. Then now I can sit here and like look back at.
So this was a woman first, who then transitioned to be a man, and now wants to go back to be a woman.
Like, why did I do that? It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. If I just would have waited. If I just would have waited.
Damn, man. Oh, I tell y'all this all the time. There's nothing wrong with waiting. Like there's nothing wrong with waiting. And look at all of these. Here's another one. My detransition timeline. I regret transitioning as a teen. Oh my God. My detransition story, what happened to the children or the youth. Oh, there's Megan Petty Tuesday. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, because what they're saying is, you can always, you don't have to change as a child if that's something that you want to do as you become an adult. This is the same thing that I keep saying over and over again. This just breaks my heart. You don't have, why are you trying to change children? They don't have enough cognitive ability to make this kind of decision.
I just sort of waited and let myself heal. I can't have kids. I'll never lose my virginity. Like, I feel like I'm left to just like accept the scraps of the life that I could have had. I had this full life that I'm now having to mourn, while also living in the present moment with the life that like feels just like the scraps of what could have been.
Wow.
I'd be happy at that.
Wow.
I don't know how to be okay with that. I hate when people are like, everything happens for a reason. Like, no, this didn't happen for a reason. It's just a tragedy. Just call it what it is. I don't want to use the word indoctrinated, but I was young and I was sad and I was impressionable, and I thought this would fix everything. I don't know what to do with like any of it.
Wow. Oh my God. So I could not imagine how it feels to feel that you are living the scraps of what used to be your life. Oh my God. And you heard what she said. I was sad and I thought this would fix everything. Damn.
I think I just feel a lot different also though from most detrans girls or detrans women, detrans girls and women, because I've had bottom surgery.
So she's had bottom surgery, meaning the genitals have changed.
Girl, I know. Has it? They still have this
this part of them. I don't have that. Like, I don't have anything anymore. It's just so sad. Like, it just sucks so bad. There's just something I'll have to live with. You know, there's like no fixing it. There's no making it better. I have to live like this for the rest of my life and figure out a way to be okay with it.
See, this is why the suicide rate is so high. Listen to this. This is so sad.
Never get pregnant. Never have a baby. Never breastfeed. Be completely distrustful of other women or, you know, your partners, your lovers, male or female. Not want to be touched. Not want to be looked at. Even when you are touched, the sensors in the pelvic area are gone. There's no pleasure. There's no I mean, I don't know if there's no orgasms. There's no arousal. There's none of the beautiful aspects of intimacy. The rest of your life is going to be first base. The rest of, the living with looking at the mutilation every day in the mirror, never being able to get away from it. For what? So a bunch of doctors could say, hey, look at this new creation. Look at this new Cylon, this fucking mutant that we made. Look at this transformer. Look at this beautiful artistic creature that we have created through the miracles of science and medicine. So you could be a fucking trophy for these disgusting cosmetic surgeries that apparently have much more horrific long-term effects than most of us ever even thought twice about, because the only people talking about hormones were fucking bodybuilders and women in menopause. That's all most of us have ever known about hormones, is just that. Nobody was talking about giving them to men, giving testosterone to women and giving estrogen to men. Nobody was talking about that. We didn't know what the fuck. I called in and made this reaction request. That was you? Oh my God, Sonia, that was you on the phone? I listened to it. This was on, her name is Aliva Jade, Elisa Vino, something like that. You know about Battlestar Galactica. You know I rock with Captain Adama. You know I rock with Captain Adama. Shit, I'm looking like Starbuck right now. I'm looking like Starbuck right now. Looking like Starbuck right now. But you see, that's not good enough for them anymore. That's not good enough for them anymore. It's absolute, unquestioned surrender to manipulating. The argument that you have here is the word choice. That's where I can get you like they get you. Okay. The question then becomes, okay, if it's just about choice, are children allowed to make their own choices? See, it all goes back to that. It's not good enough for children to identify as fluid. They have to have a choice at 3, at 5, at 7, at 11, at 13. at 16. They have to have a choice, just like kids have to have a choice when it comes to condoms and sex. They have to have a choice when it comes to having an abortion, even if the parents are willing to raise the baby like it's been done for many generations. Grandparents will take the baby just to not kill it. Somebody in the family will take the baby just to not kill it. That's how it's been for a long time. You know, back in the day, the girl would kind of go on a little trip for about 9 months, go to another state, have the baby, come back a little chubbier, but unpregnant. And that's that. Big pharma and doctors trying to recreate what God has already perfectly created will not turn out well. Very heartbreaking for all these young people. And you know what? This is another form of divide and conquer, because dividing children against their parents has horrific ramifications, as nobody knows better than me. Okay. Dividing children from their parents has horrific ramifications. And when the state is able to do it, they're able to raise essentially their own army of confused, chronically depressed, mentally ill, traumatized, fucked up ass kids with a lot of fucking anger and a lot of disdain for authority and a lot of angst. We haven't used that word since the 90s. Angst, a lot of angst, a lot of rebelliousness. You know, rebellion is truly the most, like, people think rebellion, we think revolution. A rebellious nature, a people who cannot submit to hierarchy or tradition or authority, even a little bit. I mean, those people are only controllable by their anger. And the radical left and this communist takeover, they capitalize on this flow, this generational and this energetic flow of all of this ready and willing anger, this violent anger that, if controlled and pointed in the right direction, can destroy an entire fucking free nation like it has ours. They're very strategic. We've talked about Yaeli Martinez on this channel during Pride Month. We talked about how it was the Hitler Hooligan. Yeah, I fucking made a video about that 2 years ago. Antifa, niggatry, niggatrism, gay shit, all of it. You like Starbucks? Yeah, Starbucks was the shit. The girl is now disfigured up through the wrist. As an adult, she could have very well fallen in love with a man and had children. She knows she can't. Tomboy is all it was in many cases. Exactly. What's up? Angie Stanton was hot this morning, boy. Okay. Facts about divide and conquer. Hate your parents, hate your fellow man, so you don't look at the elites. Yep. So it's honestly, we've got to stop it. Like, if we got to draw the line at some things. We have got to draw the line at some things, and this is one of them. As Clue says, we are no longer compromising. We are no longer negotiating with terrorists. We are no longer compromising with the Skittles cartel. As I say, the rainbow crime family. It's the most blatantly predatory movement that I've ever fucking seen in my lifetime. Like blatantly predatory. Like we're not going to hide this predatory. We're not going to disguise it. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to lube it up. We're just going to show it to you. And we're going to be very direct. And if you don't like us, or if you don't like what we're saying, we've got the rest of we've got the whole 5 families behind us. The whole 5 families are right behind us, so you better pay up. A broken leg is the best you could hope for. Who is fighting this? The Ultra MAGA Empire. Don't worry, I got some ideas. I got some things I'm going to do. This is, at this point, you know what? Here's what you guys need to understand. We don't need to rally with other people. We don't need to join these fucking cliques, and we don't need to join memberships of this, that, and the other, unless it's educating you about votes or educating you about law. If it's something like that, then absolutely join it. Get as much information as you can, because we're going to need each other. Here's what we need. I need 5 people. No, maybe 6. Yeah. We need an attorney. We need an accountant. We need an SEO super genius, autistic spectrum, Asperger's, techie type of motherfucker. I need a cam girl or an Instagram thought who knows how to promote memberships and private chats and shit like that. Okay. And help me sell the products for Red Pill Industries. Okay. Then I need, what else do we say, Clue? What else do we say? And then I need like somebody who's real bubbly and real personable, somebody I can take with me to events, somebody who can hold a camera, somebody who can knows enough about like on the move kind of fucking technology, somebody who I can like walk into a business establishment and say like, hey, how do you feel about this? And what do you need done for you to fix the damage that's been created either from COVID or from Joe Biden? I don't care if you're a Democrat. Just tell me what has gone wrong, and you tell me what you need help with. I need someone real bubbly with me so that I don't get in a fight with nobody. I need somebody who's good at who's a good people person, good at diffusing situations, good at making introductions, like just somebody real friendly. I need somebody by my side, real fucking friendly, but who can also be a really good personal assistant. Okay. I don't have to be the star of the show. I'm the closer. Okay. You start, you go in there first, figure out what we need to do, and then come back and tell me, and then I'll come back and do it. You gonna go do a little get me a little intel. Okay. Answer my phone if I need you to answer the phone, check my emails, tell me who I need to talk to, help me with my calendar. And when I go in, when we go to meetings, when we go do stuff, when we go fucking talk to fundraisers and shit, I need you there at the door. I need you to be the people person. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I need. That's all I fucking need. Yes, nothing going on now is news, just different players, same pawns being used. You have that sass and split facts like Starbuck. I loved her. Katie, what's her name? Katie Sackhoff. Katie Sackhoff. Beautiful. She still looks good. She was in Longmire. Y'all seen that show about the cops or the sheriffs or whatever? She was in that. Let's see. Oh, Winston Wolfe type from Pulp Fiction. Which one was Winston Wolfe? Harvey Keitel? Was that him? Sakaloff. That's her. That's her. Am I familiar with a book called Behold the Pale Horse? Nope. Starbuck Rage told a joke. Adama laughed. Ty laughed. The toaster laughed. Rage shot the toaster. It was a good night. Hello, Camo Campa. I have never seen you before. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Wandering Violin Mantis. I didn't even look at your name. That's you. I thought your logo looked familiar. It's been a long time. Welcome back. Please be aware of the fundraiser. All the information is here. If you guys, if you have a wrench, please keep posting the Cash App. The Fixer. Absolutely, 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 absolutely the Fixer. 100%. 100%. You love Longmire? Glad you caught the live. Yes. Yes. So, is there any more of this story that, or did she already listen to it all? I think there's a couple minutes.
So scary and terrifying because it's like right now I don't see that. I don't see that path. Maybe it exists, but right now it just feels so hard to see. I don't know the way forward right now. I've been doing like little things for myself. I think about myself this green bikini, and that's really nice. You know, it's really nice to just wear. I don't wear it out, but just...
You see her arm? They take the skin off the arm and off the inside of the thigh to create a very, very small, supposedly penis, but it's usually just an inflated clitoris.
Like wearing it in my bathroom in the mirror and dancing around to Beyonce and like just trying my best to feel empowered and embodied. And it just feels so like forward in my body. I just feel so detached from it. It's hard to look at it. It's hard to like accept that it's mine. The little things though, it's like
she's saying it's hard to look at her body and accept that it's hers. And this is what you've been begging and pleading for. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why you cannot let children make these kind of decisions. God, geez, man.
Just trying to find joy.
Ain't you ever did something when you were a kid and you just knew for sure that this was going to be it? I'm going to be a fireman. I'm going to be a veterinarian. I don't want to do nothing else but be a veterinarian. I'm not thinking about doing nothing but being a fireman. I'm going to be a fireman. I'm going to be a fireman. I'm going to be a fireman. And then when you get 17, you ain't thought nothing about no fireman, nothing. You ain't. This is what happens. This permanent damage.
All right, so I think that's enough of that. You guys go over to hey. New process, okay? New process here. I need you guys to clip something that I said in tonight's live that you think is fire, okay? 1 minute to 3 minutes, maximum 3 minutes, okay? Clip something that I said that you think is fire and post it. Post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, post it wherever the fuck you want to post it. Just post it, okay? We'll come up with some sort of rewards program, okay? I'll tell you what. If you guys clip something and post it on your pages, I don't care if you have 15 followers. I don't care if you don't even look at that shit. Just post it somewhere. Hashtag Red Pill Rage, okay, and we'll start dealing out some chips, okay. I'll start dealing out some chips. This is free chips, okay, free chips, Okay, we'll do something fun. Okay, because I'm the dealer. I love that sound. Here's how I want to end this live. I went and looked up this girl. So her name is Jalisa Vine. I want you to hear how talented this young person is. Okay.
Begging you, put your loving hand now, baby. I'm begging you, put your loving hand now, darling. Cause when I'm begging, I don't want to lose you.
Amazing, right? All that extra here, all that extra shit wasn't necessary. Oh, it looks green now. It was looking blue before.
When you do something shady,
All right, hold on. There's another one.
I know they're thinking you to me. I don't like you. Well, fuck you anyway. You make me wanna scream at the top of my lungs. It hurts, but I won't fight you. You suck anyway. You make me wanna die. Right when I wake up, I'm afraid somebody else might take my place. When I wake up, I'm afraid somebody else might take my place. When I wake up, I'm afraid somebody else might take my place. When I wake up, I'm afraid somebody else might end up being me. I'm telling you what, because when I'm begging, I've wasted so much time on you. So much time on you. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. I wasted so much time on you. So much time on you. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. I wasted.
Damn, right? Right? Are you kidding me? This well, actually, here's the other crazy part that I was thinking about for Jalissa. Jalissa is 28 years old. She started the transitioning at 18. She's 28. She looks like a 12-year-old boy. So on top of not ever being able to get your natural female body back ever, on top of the scarring, the physical scarring, the emotional scarring, the pain, the suicidal thoughts, the feeling lost, the feeling lonely, on top of all that, not only do you look like the opposite sex, but you don't even look your age. Can you imagine you don't even look your age? And I'm not talking about me, where like I'm going to be 40 on Sunday. And I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being a grown adult and looking like a child. I mean, most people think I'm at least 25. I get like 25 to 35. Okay. Most people think I'm at least 25. A lot of people, 29, 32, I usually get that. Okay. But I look at least 25, right? This individual is 28 and they look 11. How painful is that got to be? Is it worth it? I mean, shit, figure out how to accept yourself. We all have to fucking go through that. A lot of us don't like the way we were brought up. We don't like where we have lived. We don't like the life choices we've made. We don't like our families. We don't like a lot of things. But do you just give it up to addiction? Do you just give it up to gambling? Do you just give it up to hypersexuality? Do you just give it up to, oh, I'm queer. I'm two spirits. I'm non-binary with feminine leading, with masculine overtones and red undertones. Is that really the end destination that these people think these surgeries and these mutilations is going to give them? How can you get half of your forearm carved out to create the appearance of male genitalia, knowing full well you will never have an erection, you will never be able to create a pregnancy, you can never fertilize an egg, you'll never have balls, you'll never know what it's like to have to fucking sweat down there, you'll never know what it's like to have a woman ride you, you'll never know what it's like to fuck the shit out of a girl, you'll never know what all of these things and these functions that men have will ever truly feel like. So why would you even do it? Like, wouldn't you be better off getting a double-sided adult lesbian device? Like, wouldn't you be better off with that? Aren't most studs content with the strap on? Because even there's some studs, I'm not going to be too graphic here, but most studs are called studs because they're givers. But there are some studs that occasionally want to receive. And at least if all of the piping is intact, if all the original work is there, then they can still experience pleasure. No matter how hairy their legs are, no matter how buzz cut their hair is, no matter what clothes they wear, when they're fucking naked, they're still women with all the functioning women parts. So even if you don't want to be a woman, at least you can still get some kind of fucking pleasure out of the intimate experiences. I don't know. But she was told to live her truth. She was told to live. I'm living my truth. Enoch, exactly. I got the sleigh fan packed up somewhere. I don't know where. You get a sleigh for that, Sonia. Sonia, please consider donating to my fundraiser. All the information is scrolling down below. You've been a big supporter of this channel. You're a big supporter on Instagram, so thank you for being here. She was told to live her truth. Well, living her truth got Yaeli Martinez to a place where she threw her own body on the train tracks in 2019 on my birthday. That's right, folks. Yaeli Martinez died on September 4th, 2019, my birthday. That's what living her truth cost her. That's what using the state to emancipate yourself from your parents will cost you. That's what being separated from your child will cost you. That's the physical pain that is so unbearable in certain people's body types. You see, here's the thing. Not everybody can handle hormones the way you think they can. You guys all saw What is a Woman, and you remember the female to male trans who talked about having 6 inches of pubic hair growing internally in her body. And then she has 3 to 4, what was it, 3 to 4 infections a year, and that she's probably going to die from infections over this. You can be butch all day. That's what they used to be called. They used to be called bull dykes. And that was good enough. Okay. All right. Listen, y'all, this was another long one. I've been streaming for 4 hours today. Instagram, I am at Red Pill Jenny. Make sure you get your donations in. You can also send me the information on Twitter. Okay. You can send it to me in a DM on Twitter. TikTok at Not Red Pill Rage. Red Pill TV at protonmail.com. Truth Social, Gab, and Rumble at Red Pill Rage. Don't forget, we do have our a lot of Boondock Saints, brothers, friends, fathers, grandfathers, mothers, grandmothers, people who chose to stand up, people who chose to be there, people who chose to do what they could to express solidarity with our president. And these people are paying for it dearly. And this is why we have the fundraiser to help a certain brother's wife. Okay, so you can check out his story at defendzach.com. The fundraiser Cash App is Zach is Innocent. Make sure you spell Zach with a CH. Okay, last but not least, guys, banner below, check this out. All the podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Visit my website, www.redpillreadingclub.com. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to straighten up some more. I'm going to take a shower, and then I will be back on Instagram. I got to work tomorrow. Hold on. Let me see what time I got to come at. I don't sleep anyway. It really don't matter. Hold on. 1 second. I either got to be there at 8:30 or 9:30. Oh, check out this coaster. Convention of States. Got that from CPAC. Okay, I got to be there at 9:30. All right. Y'all have a good night. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. Please share. Clip and share. Clip and share. Clip and share. Have a good night. Stand tall and stay big.